With the success of Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of Black Pearl, sequels were the inevitable. And look at the Pirates of the Caribbean series continues with Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest. We open on a rainy day, where Will Turner, playing him Orlando Bloom, is about to be wed to Elizabeth Swann, playing him Keira Knightley. However, before the ceremony can take place, two are arrested by Lord Cutler Becker for aiding and abetting escape Captain Jack Sparrow. Right off the bat, we can already tell the first two sequels are darker tone than the original film, and Becker's much darker villain than Norrington. It's a very gruesome scene where the prisoner's eyes picked up by crows. We see Captain Jack Sparrow with a clue to mysterious dead man's chest. Even with this early scene showing Jack rolling his way back to Black Pearl in a coffin, shooting Barbosa's monkey in the last movie, still get a kick out of Johnny Depp's performance who has been living in first Saw last movie. I still plan on going to the new one, even though this unpleasantness he's had off camera. Long story, won't be addressing it here. Back at Port Royal, Beckett hires Ward to bring back Jack for questioning and also demands he bring back Jack's compass. As I mentioned in the last movie, this is where it really comes into play. It's also revealed that Beckett was the one who had Jack branded as a pirate, and he was at least near a trading company back on the Pearl. Jack sees the image of Bootstrap Bill Turner, played by Stellan Skarsgård. To give him a run, Bootstrap warns Jack that Davy Jones is after his soul, and that Jack refuses to help him send Davy Jones' locker. Jack is in with a black spot, and is cruelly announced things serious when he leaves a tricorner hat behind in order to make land, any land. And his hat is then found by a couple of fishermen, who then eaten by a massive sea monster in dangerous control of the Kraken. It's way better than that horrible Clash of Titans remake. Saying goodbye to Elizabeth, Will recruits a group of people Jack met on his travels to help him. And sure enough, they will track the Black Pearl on Treasure Island that's been anchored to the ground and control a group of cannibalistic natives. I try to search for Jack and those the crew with the Pearl once they're getting captured person along with the crew around kids spin above a ravine. Also, the natives appear to have made Jack the king, although they actually plan to eat him. Not sure what an Oscar-nominated actor tastes like, but at least looks young than Jason Sudeikis. Governor Swan tries to help his daughter slip out of the port, but Beckett's right-hand man catches wind of this and has their contact killed. Superhead was able to slip away and strike her own deal with Beckett. It also turns out Jack's compass is only Port North, points where the horror wants most. Even though it's a very long movie, it's such a stage of the next film, since both this one and the next one film at the same time. Pintel and McGetty also had the misfortune washed up on the island of the savages, and as I said when I look at the last movie, these two provide some good levity and darker moments. Will and Gibbs definitely must escape, but even Jerry feels he's about to be in the main course to discover a bunch of cutlery and spice left by the East India Trading Company. Even when he is caught, he decides to play along, even down to his paprika as a little seasoning. Then soon escaping the island's midair still, even the film is darker than the visual one, but no one lies ahead, it does make for some good levity. Also, I may not be the most PC, it's at least better than casting Depp as Tonto. That is no more insensitive than Thuggy Cole in Temple of Doom. I am eager to see what Disney has about the new Indiana Jones movie now that they won the rights to the series. Will then demands Jack's compass, and Jack in turn demands Will's help in trying to find the key to the dead man's chest. The two of them reluctantly make a deal that will benefit both of them, and Gibbs also describes a horror of the Kraken, and will address that when the time comes. Jack then goes to see an old friend, mystical woman known as Tia Dalma. Also, even though the series takes place in the 17th century, she sounds like an early version of Mama Odie and Prince and the Frog, another Disney movie I really enjoy. Tia Dalma then tells the story of Davy Jones. He fell in love with a woman, so once he cries on her and plays her chest, the key to search for opens, hence the dead man's chest from the title. Provides Jones' heart control of the seas, so Dalma gives Jack a jar of dirt to keep the heart in. Why? Apparently, Jones' love is also a curse, and only he can step on land once every 10 years. Makes sense to me. Also, I have something this reminds me of, but I'll get to that in a moment. Will thinks he's seen Jones ship the Flying Dutchman is proven by his captured by his crew of fish pirates. Jones also will play fantastically Bill Nye, and with his visual effects, he definitely saves to be a great test of a potential live-action version of One Piece. Among other ones, a crewman with a hammerhead shark will make a great Arlong. Anyway, Jones demands additional 99 souls within 3 days, says to keep Will, equating Jack's life to 100. He then removes a black spot on Jack's hand, as heads to Tortuga to gather the other 99 souls. Not too much, it's only 33 souls a day. This also tricks a group of pirateers towards making port to Tortuga by using the dress as a puppet. Recruiting souls at Tortuga, however, they come across someone they know. James Norrington, a former Condor, who is now a rum-swelling slob, who's eager to join Jack's crew. Even though he wastes no time taking a shot at Jack, there's also a bar fight that ends with Elizabeth smashing liquor ball over his head and him falling a pig pen. I also like the whole bit of Jack trying to find a new hat in the background. And back in the Flying Dutchman, we're greeted to a very impressive scene of Jones playing the organ as tentacles. That said, special effect is impressive now as we were in 2006. One goes as far that two of them are so surprising that dropping a can they're trying to hoist. Bootstrap offers to take the lash and went for his son, but Jones reveals and hates the wall anyway. Very freaky creature in the wall tells Will the key is in Jones' possession. Elizabeth demands Jack help her find Will. Jack agrees and when Elizabeth touches the compass, the heading leads straight to Will. Back at Port Royal, Beck and his henchman, whose name is Mercer by the way, demand the governor's cooperation in finding the fugitives, which the governor, played again by Jonathan Pryce, grudgingly accepts. Now we get the liar's dice scene, and the members of the crew wager life studying the Dutchman, and Will just sold and turned against the key they're looking for. But also manages the bet to protect his son. The game itself is really fun. A while ago, they even made an official board game version of it, as well as including a special feature on Blu-ray release of the movie. Anyway, Bill's bluff is called a liar, and wants to steal the key from Jones. He narrowly does so, almost waking Jones with a pipe organ, and Bootstrap gives him his knife as he goes on his way. Will also vows to be his father one day. After all these years, still to find anyone look at these effects and tell me they look fake. This $225 million well spent. Will's deal with Beck is also found out by the crew at the Black Pearl, and Jones is furious the key's been stolen. When Jones summons a Kraken to attack a ship picked up Will, this only tastes what Beast can do. Using the knife his father gave him, was able to escape the ship right before the Kraken envelops and kills all the other sailors. Jones even makes sure to leave no other survivors alive in order to Dutchman sequence where the chest is buried. So Black Pearl makes land. Elizabeth laments that Will has not been able to take part as planned. Hold that thought until the next movie. So, Jack, Elizabeth, and Norrington make plans to search the dead man's chest. I also like the way Jack tells Pentelemeter they don't touch my dirt. At that moment, Flying Dutchman reaches the island where the chest is buried, and Jones is a crew back to take the spoils. They're still cursed, Will makes landfall and Elizabeth and tells Jack he made his way there by surfing a pair of sea turtles. Roughly 45 minutes left, then he wants to be gone, and with a sword fight, these things are basically a very fun, creative action sequence that starts like beats and just runs the whole island. Gradually adds more characters and he makes use of a giant piece of a windmill. This while as chaos, Jack does get hold of the key and the chest goes hard to Jones still beating inside. Jack steals a heart and hides inside his jar of dirt, even brags about his spoils and song. We get a remix a while ago. The Flying Dutchman leads to Hale campfire in the Pearl, and it turns out all those cans should be fired and fully functional. Pearl tries to outrun the Dutchman and let Jack and Jones summon his ace with the Kraken. This final action scene ensues is not only show a great creature with a Kraken, but the fact the crew is outmatched against a Kraken when the combat's how intense the situation is, complete Hans Zimmer's score. He's probably one of my favorite composers working today. Even when Jack returns to the ship to fire up the shot itself out of explosives, all those enrage the beast. Jack has the order to abandon ship, Elizabeth changes the man, seeing the beast after Jack, not the Pearl. The Kraken returning his hats, Jack defiantly stands with support as he accepts his fate. Looking down the maw, the Kraken has enveloped him in the Black Pearl. Jones also finds that he's been had, and Norrington presents Beck with Jones' heart in exchange for reinstating his post. The crew returns to Hidalgo's hut to mourn the fallen captain and their friend. They also declare they will do anything to get him back. We close our time Captain Barbossa, playing in Jeffrey Rush. It also turns out in this scene, Donald's actress was the only one that knew about this, and even else told someone to come downstairs. They were surprised, much like I was totally real. So that's Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. As first a several sequence of the original film, we definitely had a lot to live up to, especially with this film and the next one being made at the same time. The sequels, much more device in the first film, this being an obsession, do have their fans. Many action and special effects are very creative and even won an Oscar for them. A runtime of 150 minutes, much like Disney Inferno is based on, some of the waiting may be long because I plenty of thrills and fun to make up for it. It was also most successful film in 2006, performing $23 million in the US and $1 billion worldwide. Proving there was lots of gold to be had in this treasure chest. Even for later films too, sometimes confused, but I still get to kick out this one every so often. My final rating 3 out of 4. And look at Pirates of the Caribbean series continues next time with That World's End. Drink up me hearties, yo ho.